Welcome back to That Data Nerd, guys. Today's question is 1225. This is report contiguous states. This is a hard question on Leetcode and has been asked by Amazon and Meta both in previous interviews. So this is an important question that you guys should know at least. If not the question as such, the contiguous dates concept is something that you should know for sure, as that is asked quite a lot in a lot of interviews. So here we have been given a table called failed, and we have been given a table called succeeded. We have been given a table called column called fail date, and we have been given a column called success date. And it's said that a system is running one task every day. Every task is independent of previous tasks. The task can fail or succeed. We have to write a solution to report the period state for each continuous interval in the period from 2019-01-01 to 2019-12-31. Period state is failed if tasks in this interval failed or succeeded. If the tasks in this interval succeeded, interval of days are retrieved as start date and end date. Return the result table ordered by start date. The result format is in the following example. Failed has all of these data, success has all of this, and so we have to say that succeeded from start date to end date, failed from this date to this day, and succeeded from this date to, oh, only on 6th it succeeded. So okay, so first of all, let me introduce this concept to you. So in the report contiguous dates, report contiguous dates uh, type question, what we have to do is first create a CTE, a base CTE, on which you would be able to create a date based row number. Once you have created that once you have created that base CTE, create a row number such that when you use partition by and order by, you can get each row's number, subtract that row number as days from um, uh, the actual date. In this case, it's fail date or success date, or as you would see, we'll merge the two. Once you subtract, what you can do is you can use that group by that subtraction as a grouping key and group by one of the other values. For example, in this case, period state. Now when I create a base CTE, what I would do here, since I don't really have a state as such, what I would do is I would first create that. So success as state, oh, I need succeeded, so succeeded as state, success date as period date as state as, sorry, this is called period state and this is called date, right? Because it will be eventually be called start date and end date, but for now let's just call it as date from succeeded. Let me just copy so that I don't. Now what I can do is union all, select failed as here I need a period underscore state, fail underscore date as date from failed. Now when I have this, I will have base CDE don't go by the answer just yet, but if I order by date, right, what can so happen that failed will come together, then succeeded will come together, all succeeded will come together, then failed will come again together, then succeeded will come together again. But now if I put where where date between, what was that, 2019-01-01 and 2019-12-31, order by date should come after, right? Sorry, my bad. So then I have two succeededs here, which is great, which is what we want. Succeeded 2019-01 and 03 is when it ended. Great. Failed started on 4, ended on 5, and then succeeded is started and ended on the same day. But now the problem for us is we have gotten period state correctly, but what is the problem is we need to split this date out into two values, right? So for that what we can do is make this into another CTE2 as base CTE, right? What I can do is select period, select star, and then row number over partition by state, order by date as RN, select star from CTE2, partition period state, sorry, my bad. So now if this is, so now what is happening is all of these succeeded is getting 1 2 3 4, and then this failed is again getting 1 2, and then that succeeded is again getting 4. So now what I can do is I would technically, what I would do is I'll just remove this for now, just keep it as is. Even though we can probably add it, it doesn't really matter because anyways at the end we will have to add it. But for now let's just say CTE3, and now create that grouping key, right? Subtract that row number as days from the actual date. So once we do that, what we can get is period state comma date sub from the date we need to subtract this interval of RN day, because I've said it right here, subtract as days, so interval RN day as grouping, call it grouping key from CTE2, select star from CTE3. And so what will happen now is that now we have a grouping key, right? um, so where is okay, so let's just focus on order by date. Let me order by date. And let me add a filter of, let me add that filter again. So now I have succeeded is 2019-01-01, and the grouping key was 29. So for each of the succeeded will have the 29th group key for the first three ones. The both the failed will have 2019-01-01, and the succeeded will have 2018-12-31 as the grouping key. Now, because of the grouping key, what is going to happen is that once I group by the state period state and the group key, right? So if I put period state min of the date as start date and max of the date as end date, or actually, you know what, let me just say it as select star for now. And now if I do this, three states are there: succeeded, uh, date are correct, 2019-01-04 and 06, which is correct, but now we need the end date. End date we can get from the last date, right? Last date from that, so we can do period state min of the date as the start date and the max of the date as end date. If I do this, then my answer will get submitted, because if you see, this is the first date that the state is starting, this is the last date that the state is ending, this is the state start date, this is the state end date, and then this is the only date where this state was there, succeeded. So that is the answer to this question. I can go ahead and submit it out, and this is the solution that has been submitted. Okay, so this is the answer and the key to doing all of these questions. If you have to do any contiguous date type questions, just create a base CTE where you will be able to create a row based number. Once you have created that row number, using the partition by and the order key, subtract that from the actual date to create a grouping key. Add that grouping key and any of the other variables that is actually needed. For example, here period state was needed, so period state and the group key will group it on, and we'll put a condition if the condition is needed. Else you can just say, we could have very well said it, if the condition was not needed, then we could have very well removed it, and then we can order by the date to get the correct value. So that is the answer to this question. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so, and if you have any doubts, please drop it in the comments section below. Thank you for now. I'll see you in the next video.